if you think this is the Audi A8, I won't blame you because it does look like it. This is actually essentially the Audi A6. It comes with all the niceties, all the premium bits you come to expect from Audi, and best of all, comes with soft closing as well. But that does not mean that you're going to mistake the Audi A6 for anything else. It's just highly impossible. I mean, you get Audi's signature Matrix LED headlights and this huge grille right here. So even if I take away the 4-ring badge right here, you're still going to know that this is an Audi. Instantly recognizable. I reckon this is probably one of the smartest, cleanest, and probably the most elegant looking of the lot. But this has got a little bit of heritage going on, right? So at the side, you see this bow line that runs across the bonnet all the way, and it starts fading off under the wing mirror, and then it starts again appearing here in the mid of the rear door and then all the way back. So it's a nice little curve right here. It sort of brings back like the memories of the Audi Quattro from the 1980s. So that's a very, very cool design. Now for this particular variant right here, this is a 2-litre that's good for 190 brake horsepower. It comes with 18-inch wheels. If you go for the middle one, which is also a 2-litre but has been tuned to churn out 245 brake horsepower, you're going to get 19-inch. And if you go crazy and just go for the 3-litre that's good for 340 brake horsepower, you're going to get 20-inch. The Audi A6 mild hybrid is priced from $261,287 to $384,950. The 2-litre mild hybrid turbocharged engine produces 188 brake horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. The 7-speed transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 km/h in 7.9 seconds. For more details on the Audi A6 mild hybrid or any other car, head on to sgCarMart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. Now, round the back is just similarly smart, elegant looking. You don't get, the full LED lights that run across the width of the rear like all other car dealers are doing now. You still get this metal, nice chrome strip running across, sort of fits the whole executive feel. Now, what also fits the executive feel is you don't get the signature Audi dancing lights where it just like, when you switch off, it just goes, nope. Simple, straight to the point rear tail lights that sort of, again, fits like, if you're like a manager or like a senior manager of sorts, if you're driving this, you want to have that sort of matured, elegant look. The Audi A6 is exactly that. But I do have one complaint. See this right here? This that you think that is the exhaust is not. For some reason, it's fake. I don't really know why they did this, but Audi, cheeky monkey, huh? This right here, when you open up electric tailgate as standard, you are faced with 530 litres worth of boot space. So obviously, anti-trolley length test passed, luggage test passed, and you still have more space to put more stuff. You can even have netting here to put your tapao food if you want. And here's the really, really cool part. Now, while a lot of dealers or a lot of car makers actually have all these place hooks in plastic, Audi actually does it in full-on metal. So it sort of gives you that strong quality feel to it. So that's good stuff. Now at the back, you get like crazy amount of legroom. This has already been adjusted to John's sitting position, and yet I can have this much space. I'm wondering if I can sit cross-legged. Let me try. Yes! Yes, I can. Okay. Well, anyway, I can even slide my feet underneath the seat and just stretch out a little bit, so that feels very comfortable. And there's also a lot of headroom here, so I think people who are above 1.8 meters will not have any problems fitting inside here. However, this is a bit of a problem. See, this transmission tunnel is way up high. But good news is, because the footwells are actually quite deep and quite spacious, you're not really fighting for leg room with your two other friends at the side. Not even with shoulder room. You still can definitely fit 3 at the back without any problems. And you, of course, come with ISOFIX points here and here. I actually tried fitting 2 baby seats or child seats at the back here and here. And you can actually still squeeze one more adult in the center seat. It's a bit squeezy, it's a bit uncomfortable, but it can be done. And if you have 2 rascals like I do, and you sort of need to ferry, I don't know, the in-laws or your parents around, you can actually fit one of the child seat here, because there's also isofix points in the front seat, so that's really well thought out. If it's just the two of you though, well, you have this lovely cup holder here. You can put your phone or your drinks, bottled water, whatever. There's also a little bit of pocket here. It's a bit shallow, but you can still put your phone as well. Now, several complaints. First things first, well, I mentioned the transmission tunnel radius is a bit too high, but it's still very forgivable because of the deep footwells, right? But a couple of things that I want to point out. First and foremost, this one. I don't quite like the netting design. Like, I mean, it's still very firm. As you can see, you can still hold things, your magazines and your books, or maybe even your phone, I don't know. But I would prefer it to be like a full leather covering, so it'll look a lot more premium than this. Second thing is, despite like all this stuff, there are no USB or USB-C points at the back. So you can't really charge your phone while you're on the move if you are seated at the back. But all these are fine because you're seated in what would probably be one of the most comfortable executive sedans at the back. Because I don't quite like the brown. It's not really for me, but okay, that's fine. It's fantastic because you get this rear aircon vents, right, with this like technologically advanced looking climate control here. And as if this is not enough, Audi decided to put aircon vents here by the side as with the other side, so I can actually enjoy both sides of the aircon. I don't feel warm, I feel very comfortable, so that's really sweet, really cool. Bench is very comfortable, and all these here are soft to the touch, spongy, leathery surfaces. The only plastics will be this and this. Other than that, it's all nice, luxury, premium feel. Yep. Now at the helm, it is Audi familiar fanfare. Everything is just nice to the touch, premium as you'd come to expect from a brand like Audi, but all that doesn't really matter. It's this that I really want to talk about, the whole layout. I reckon Audi just nailed it with this, right? I mean, you have like crazy nice piano black surfaces with chrome surface right through the screen here, and then there's another screen right here. So it's rather nice, very premium, and yet it's not too jarring. This here just controls your radio, your media, your phone apps, your telephone, and there's no lag at all. This is now touch screen only, so there's no like messy knobs here for you to like toggle, nothing at all. Everything is touch screen. Wired Apple CarPlay, everything you need to know is all here. However, it being touch screen would just mean that you'll have a lot of fingerprint marks here. So if you're particular like myself, you'll probably have to bring like a dust cloth or something. So wipe it every once in a while. Right here is the screen that controls your climate control. You know, your aircon, you have a start stop, you have the on-off button, the recirculation, you have, you know, drive select button right here. And when you press it, you get haptic feedback. So it's not really a button per se. When you press it, you get like the yeah sound, and then like you know you have activated. You can feel it at the fingertip. So it's very high end. Obviously, it's just not as good as or convenient as like, you know, knobs, climate control. It's just very straightforward. But here's what's really cool. Now, if I decide to up the temperature and make it warmer, like this, see how this thing turns red? Yeah, it's just to tell you that, you know what, it's getting warmer. And if I decide to cool it, see how it turns blue? So it's really, really the small attention to detail that just makes you go like, whoa, I wasn't really expecting it. But yeah, I sort of realized it when I was playing and meddling around with it, so it's really nice. You get cup holders here and a nice slot to put your key fob right here. Of course, real proper gear lever, not like tiny ones that just it's like nice. You can rest your hands on it. And then of course you have like electronic park brake button with auto hold function. Fantastic feature to have in all automatic cars. The only thing here missing that I wish the Audi A6 would have is ventilated seats. I don't understand why this car didn't come with ventilated seats. I mean, it's an Audi. But anyway, you get wireless charging here in a very small pocket. You can probably put like coins or something, nothing else, just coins. It's quite shallow. And you get two USB-C ports right here. So that's very sweet. The seats that I'm on, relatively comfortable. Everything, as with the rear seats, are just comfortable, high-end, premium. And this, I'm faced with a very cool looking multifunctional steering wheel, also very premium to the touch. Personally, I would prefer the very simple 3-spoke steering, but Audi decided to come with this, which is fine, I guess. Beyond that is your full digital instrument cluster. Now it's highly customizable, so which means I can actually view it differently however I want to. I can even select this and load whatever information I need, including navigation. And get this, I can have all the information here that I want, right? Your energy that is consuming, the drive assist, the long-term memory, your consumption. And if I don't want that, I can actually opt to have a reduced display like this. And it's just back to just Teco and the speedo. That's it, nothing else. But I would like to have my onboard computer on display because I sort of want to know what my fuel consumption is like. Everything else is all very nicely laid out, very simple. This dash leather swap, this plastic design matches the design right here. You get a lot of chrome bits. Chrome bits here, 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 chrome bits here. Everything just looks nice. It's just because there are a lot of chrome bits does not mean that it's overwhelming. I think it's very nicely blended with the piano black surfaces and some grey bits as well. And of course the brown seats. Only question is, can this car drive as nice as it looks? I guess it's one way to find out. So this is the Audi A6 2-litre variant. There are 3 variants in total in the A6 lineup. We have 2 2-litre variants, one more powerful, and this is the least powerful one. And of course you have the top of the line 3-litre variant. Now this car pumps out 188 brake horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque to the front wheels. The other more powerful 2-litre variant pumps out some 240-ish brake horsepower, which is crazy. And of course the 3-litre one is insane. That's just manic. That will send out some 340 brake horsepower. It's significantly different. But I realize what isn't significantly different is just how well equipped all 3 cars are, including the car that we have here, which is the 188 brake horsepower. It's also the most affordable, and arguably it would be the best, it would be the most fuel economical car of the 3, because the other 2, while more powerful and with a higher displacement capacity, they are also heavier and will also be, thirstier for sure. This car, the joke is, this car is actually as well equipped as the other 2. It's funny, I mean, you get 360-degree camera, you get pre-sense front, which is, if you're close to someone in front or something in front, it'll start to beep. You get suspension with damping control rather, and you get soft door closing, which is very premium. All these come standard with this car. It sort of makes you wonder why you would want to spend so much more getting the more powerful variants. That would be the only difference if you want a more powerful car. Other than that, this car makes absolute sense. I mean, it's so comfortable. It's not the most dynamic in its class, I'll tell you that, to be honest, but it is very comfortable. It just soaks up everything on the road. It's like almost a magic carpet ride. It's unbelievable, actually. It's a very, very complete car. Just how comfortable this is. This is probably the Audi A6 probably covers everything except dynamic driving. Pretty much. And the best of all is, I kind of like how quiet this car really is. And I'm riding on 18-inch wheels, right? So despite that, road noise is kept well at bay. Wind noise insulation is just really, really top-notch. You can't really hear, even as I was going at higher speeds, you don't really hear a lot of external noises, which is something that you can really appreciate. Like if you cover all the badges up, right, you know for sure this has to be a premium car, nothing else. A lot of people will probably argue, yeah, this is, probably not the best in its class in terms of driving, in terms of dynamic driving. I have to agree. I would also agree that, this probably don't have that badge appeal compared to some other cars in its class. But get this, if you're talking about attention to detail, comfort, classiness, Audi has got in spot on with this car, man. And if you decide to take the car a little faster around the bends, it will hold its own very well. The only complaint I have is the steering is not exactly very responsive. It's not exactly the most communicative in its class, but you know what? It's still very forgivable. You get a little bit of roll, but it's never to the point of being crazy wafty, You still sort of know You can still feel everything at the front wheel. There's still a lot of confidence as you pilot through these bends. This car comes with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, right? So with this mild hybrid, the bad thing is it doesn't really help a lot on fuel consumption. Instead, think of the mild hybrid system as working behind the scenes. So it powers up your lights, your electrical systems. And of course, the start-stop becomes a little bit more seamless, so you don't really feel that much vibration. You know it, of course, when it cuts off and when it restarts, you can definitely hear it. So it's not completely silent. The mild hybrid system just takes away that vibration, so you can't really think about the fuel consumption. My fuel consumption is horrible because we've been shooting the whole day, so the car has been left idling for a very long time, so it's not exactly accurate. But the time that I had with the car, I got some 11.7 kilometers per liter, which is quite decent for a car this size. But this has got to be the default choice. If you're looking for a luxury family car, a luxury executive sedan, so to speak, with style and comfort being your utmost priority, not to mention probably a very safe one, this has got to be the default choice. So the question is, will buy, won't buy, or go try this Audi A6 mild hybrid? I say if you've got the money, go ahead and buy it. It's definitely a will buy for me, because if you're looking for something that's luxurious, classy, comfortable, and if you've got the money, this car has to be it. So yes, I will definitely buy this car. And one more big reason why this is the weapon of choice for me is simply because after you realize that the other two variants have got pretty much the same spec as this car, even though this is so-called base, it's like almost a no-brainer already. It has got suspension with damper controls, matrix LED headlights, soft door closing, which I'm very impressed with. What's to complain? So there you have it, guys. That's the review of the Audi A6 mild hybrid. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do share it with your friends and family. Also, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and let us know in the comment box below whether or not you will buy, won't buy, or go try the car. You can also follow us on TikTok at sgCarMart. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, be well.